Welcome back to another first impression, this time for the anime Summer Pockets. We have the synopsis from my anime list. Summer Pockets is set on an isolated, rural and peaceful island on the Seto Island Sea called Torishirojima, which has a population of about 2,000 people. The protagonist, Hairi Takahara, grew up in an urban setting, but after an unpleasant incident, he uses the recent death of his grandmother as an excuse to come to the island to take care of her estate sale. Once there, he gets to know 4 girls who are the focus of the story. Chihura Naruse, who forgot her summer vacation, Aosora Kado, who is pursuing the legend of the island, Kamamo Kushima, a high-class girl looking for a pirate ship, and Tsumugi Wendas, a young girl trying to find herself. Now that is a lot to take in. Now this is sources Wikipedia via VNDB. So the source material is a visual novel. Just to have that information out there, we do not know how many episodes. I don't know why we don't know that. Sure. Source visual novel, genre romance. I don't really like visual novels that much. Not engaging enough for me. Romance ones, doubly so, I would say. But that is neither here nor there. So yeah, we have a guy who comes to this island because his grandmother died. She had like a home, and in that home, or better said, in the shed near that home, there's a bunch of stuff she gathered. So his aunt called the only person that was really available, which was him, to come and sort stuff out. Just sort all the stuff, see what we can use or what we want to keep, and the rest is then going to get rid of. Cool, fine. Naturally, as a romance visual novel, he comes there, he meets a lot of girls, and the girls are all different, and I read the visual novel, you can romance all the girls. In anime, it is most of the time that we only go down one path. So, I don't know which girl it is. If you watch the opening, you could have a clue which seems to be the main focus. But after watching the first 3 episodes, we get introduced to all of the girls. Yeah, pretty much all of the girls. We also have like a little bit of strangeness going on. I mean, this seems to be on par with visual novels. So we have 4 girls. Shiroha Naruse, which I believe is the silver-haired girl. We have Aosuka Sorakado, who is pursuing the legend of the island, which I assume is the purple-haired girl. She also has like a Pokemon or Digimon on her side, which is one of the first strange things that are going on here. Then we have Kamome Kushima, this is the blue-haired girl. And then Tsumugi Wendas, which is the blonde girl. Now, overall, we have, it seems like a couple, I mean, their origins seem to be like stereotypes, but they are not really all that much in that direction. They seemed like good characters. We also get, because it's a romance visual novel, we get some fan service. However, normally if you have like this fan service interaction, it's like, oh, as example, which didn't happen, but as example, he's standing on the bottom of the stairs, she's tripping on the stairs, falling on him, he's grabbing her breast, and oh my god, and she's then slapping him. The typical romance comedy stuff. It doesn't really seem to be that here. There is some stuff going on in fan service, but it is handled pretty naturally, I would say, which is refreshing because I'm only, that slapstick romance comedy stuff I explained is like everywhere, and it is rarely something else. So having something else like in this show, okay, somewhat refreshing. We also get introduced to some kind of memory thing. This is also somehow, whenever you have like a character going back home or visiting family on an island or somewhere else, it's like, oh, I visited at some time like a couple years ago, but I can't remember for some reason. Maybe something happened, maybe I just not able to remember, and this will tie into the story. It seems like the same is going on here. So it's a lot of cliche development. Outside of that, our main character seems to be pretty good. He is not like, he seems to be more realistic. He seems to be more like a guy I could definitely understand, instead of always be like, oh no, and I can't, and the wishy-washy kind of MC, romance MC. He seems like a little bit more grounded. Whenever he sees, I mean, he also sees some stuff as example. We do not, but he supposedly sees some underwear. But instead of, being all making a big scene out of it, he's just looking away. Done, easy, something like that. There are other scenes where he's seeing someone in underwear, and instead of being the slapstick comedy, he's like, okay, sorry about that, come on, you can get revenge. He gets revenge, and they have like a back and forth a little bit, which was pretty nice. Of all the themes, I need to stop yapping so much. It seems like mostly comedy, a little bit romance. We only got the characters introduced in the first 3 episodes. Seems fine. Animation seems pretty good. It is very colorful. It is very summery, which is, I believe, probably the best time we have right now in spring to get ready for the summer, get a little bit of that summer flair, the memories coming back. So it does transmit that memory pretty well, as it is like a seaside town. And I do not really have many complaints. It is a romance with some comedy. Your mileage may vary. One of the characters I really like, let's see if we can find her. Naturally, there we go. Katoumi. Now we get introduced to her because she also lives in the same house as our MC. And she's also a relative of the aunt. I don't know how that really works, but she's living there. And she seems really nice. I like her. I like her, her chemistry with our MC. Because she's a child. She doesn't really, I hope at least, have any romance interaction. But she's a child and she does childish things. And he interacts with her, and it's pretty cute. I like it a lot. They have really good chemistry. We do, in the first 3 episodes, we get like a little glimpse of her past, and it's like, why in anime do we always have like bad parents? I don't understand. But overall, I would say pretty solid. The beginning, I'm always trying to be a little bit more positive for the 3 episodes. You never know. It always could go up, could go down. These are also not my final ratings. These are just numbers I'm putting out there. People gave it a 7.46 on my anime list and AniList 71%. I would also give it like an 8 out of 10. Seems pretty solid so far. It is going to depend on how the romance is developing, how the comedy is developing. I mean, especially the romance. The romance is always important because if it is a good romance, you get whoever the girl is, maybe all of them, I don't know. And he's going to get to dates, maybe some romance stuff. And then they really go and get together. Would be nice. Instead of like always this hush hush back and forth and not talking to one another, to have like drama where no drama is needed. You will see if this is like a nice little romance with some seaside stories, some comedy, some summary feelings, some nice colors. Could be a very nice watch on the side.